Yeah, I gotta say, we probably have the most primitive LEGO organizing system. All these people spend most of their time, they don't actually build anything, they just organize the Legos.
Well, see, we have certain things organized, but then we also have piles of chaos like this. That's just a pile of chaos. Last week, Assistant expertly crafted the back of the shield generator, looking good both from the inside and from the outside. We have a little more to do under here to match the stalactite icicle underside that we did over here. And obviously we have to finish off the back. But we're not doing that this week. This week we have a couple of things we need to take care of. I need to build some little bitty footprints, some big footprints, and we need to start work on the back corner of the MOC, the final area that doesn't have a build. So let's get building. So let's build a blueprint for the ATST footprint. The pattern for the large walker footprints were two 2x4 plates on an angle, a 1x1 plate up top, separated by these little 1x2 plates, and then finally two more 2x4 plates at the back. So that is one stump. And the other thing is there's all kinds of debris around. These big walkers kick up a lot of snow when they're walking. So in similar fashion, in the smaller ATST, we're gonna have two 1x2s on an angle with a 1x1 plate, and then a 1x2 in the front and reverse on either side. And these footprints are gonna go straight back and end right about where this walker met its untimely end, with the crazy, some say stupid looking fire coming out of it. So let's build the small footprints for the ATST. So I do need to measure the distance between steps. So for the larger walker prints, I did about half the distance between the front and back legs, which in this case is 18 studs between the front foot and the back. So I left the distance of about 9 studs between the footprints, which is about half the distance there. And the reason is they're not stepping a full distance, they're kind of half stepping. The ATST's feet are a little less mobile, so I can't have them offsetting, but about half that distance applies. So that's gonna be about 6 studs between footprints. And again, they are gonna be offsetting, so it's gonna be 6 straight back from here, and then 2 back from here. So let's build and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. All right, so 6 studs back, 2, 4, 6. That's gonna be the front leg, leaving 1 stud in between the front, the middle part. And in similar fashion, the rest of the footprints. All right, so I'm gonna build these back. Then we have to put a little debris around them, but not too much because they don't quite carry the weight of the big walkers. All right, so let's get building. 2, 4, 6. So we've been getting some comments on our new MOCs that are coming up, both the Trench Run and the Clone Wars finale MOC that are coming in October and January respectively. And we have everything from people wanted other MOCs like Kashyyyk or Endor, or other people saying, hey, good idea, love the Clone Wars finale. But we haven't heard a lot about our plan to how we're gonna build the MOC, which is basically right over the top of Hoth. That could be a little crazy. And I don't know how that's gonna work, but hey, we'll film it no matter how crazy it gets. All right, we got the second set of footprints finished. And I think there's going to be enough footprints to go back 2 more. We'll have to see how close we get to the down walker. All right, and on this side, 2, 4, 6. This footprint will start there. Looking pretty good. I like these footprints. All right, there's just enough room for the start of another footprint. And there we go, the ATST footprints. Looking very cool. Smaller, but in the same proportions as the larger walker footprints. So now we're just going to spread a little bit of debris around the footprints. Nowhere near as much as with the large walkers, because this guy is a stealthy little bugger. So just some 1x1 studs for a little bit of debris on the other side as well. And a couple in the center. Some other square tile pieces. All right, so that is looking pretty cool. And all of the walker's footprints are in place. The V-shaped pattern is leading to the front walker. And this is where we have to put the last footprints down. And then never again will they have to put down these stupid, never again will I have to put down these awesome, very cool looking footprints. So let's finish it up, and then no more footprints. Woohoo! This front footprint hasn't completely stomped down yet, so we're only going to be putting the front footprints in place for this guy. But in the back, he's fully stomped. All right, that does it for the footprints on this side. It's kind of sad placing the final footprints down. That means no more endless plate assembly, no more long nights, massive amounts of detail you can hardly see, but it's all worth it. You can't have these giant walkers just stomping around without any effects on the ground. So that does it for the final footprints, but we have to finish it off by putting debris around these final back 2 footprints and a little bit in the front. We want to keep it open, and again, remember, we're going kind of in a V pattern with the rest of the debris, so it's going to angle in from both sides. Starting with the 1x1 round studs. And we're going to fill in with plates. All right, this ought to do it for this side. And we finish off the debris with some tile pieces. Of various shapes and sizes. And that is about going to do it. So here's a look at the full walker formation from the front. The debris field in a V pattern going out. Here's a view from the side. And the other side. So I think that looks pretty awesome. Let us know what you think in the comments. There was one last thing I want to build today, which is to start off this back corner. As we fly over the whole MOC, it is really the last piece of the MOC where there's nothing. It's just kind of blank. All right, the first thing we have to do is extend this edge that we've built along this little lip here all the way out to here. So to do that, we have to extend out using these sloped plates. All right, and then I have to fill in the gaps in between. All right, and decorate the lip here. All right, so now the edge extends all the way back. Now we just have to put something in this corner. And I'm thinking a little cliff face similar to what we have along here. All right, I'm gonna build along here a bit with the slope pieces, building this little edge. So let's cut over to hyperlapse mode, finish this little cavern. All right, so here is the cliff face towards the back. Looking pretty good. Check out the inside. So that is going to do it for this right side of the mountain. That's also going to do it for the build portion of this video. But like always, we have to put some minifigures on the board. And I think we need a little scene right here. So what's it going to be? And involved in this scene are a couple of deserters. A couple of snow trooper deserters. Rebels wouldn't desert. And the reason why they deserted? They wanted to build a snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
But they've been caught by an angry biker scout. We bought the Hoth battle pack, and it came with a biker scout and a bike, inexplicably, because you never see these in the movie, but it came with both of them. So we thought we'd incorporate them into the MOC. But like always in the main battlefield, we really want the figures hidden behind the cliffs and the caverns. So there we go. Here's our two snow troopers building a nice little snowman there. A very disgruntled biker scout. What are you guys doing? Come on, we gotta get into the war, man. We gotta get in the war, and you guys are farting around with a snowman. This is ridiculous. I'm so upset. So that is gonna do it for this episode. Join us here each and every Friday as we add on to the Hoth MOC. And don't forget, the Hoth MOC is coming to an end this September, and we have two new MOCs coming up. First one, the UCS Trench Run, coming in October, and the second one, which is the Clone Wars finale, coming next January. If you like this video, give it a like. If you really liked it, subscribe so you can see this Hoth goodness each and every Friday, at least up through the end of September. We will see you guys in the next one. We are out of here. Bye.